Right, sorry, I hit go before I put my title in. Now you're on. Hey, welcome. So I'm just showing you if I can zoom in a bit. There you go, let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. Notice that message across the top there. You can read that. I'll read it to you in a minute if you can't. Hi folks, welcome back. That was just done with a 4-hour share-a-thon. So I'm going to put my tripod back in place. Stay right there. Sorry. Okay. So what the message read, by the way, sorry, let me back up and start again. Hi, I'll give you that in a second. I actually need to introduce myself rather than jumping right into that because I want to do the scope in a fairly short time but give you clear information. My name is Barry Selby. I am a love coach and known as the heartbreak repair specialist, kind of why the red shirt today. I'm going to do a love scope later on, which is an invitation to the divine feminine, a love letter to women, but I may do that late tonight because there's so much stuff going on today already after that 4-hour mega scope. What I was going to do this one is the peri tips. I do a daily peri tips usually. I missed one yesterday. But I do peri tips every day to help you get better experience with Periscope, get comfortable, get excited, get successful. Yeah, it was quite something. And I actually have, in response to people requesting, I've actually put a link in my profile, which is a peri tip jar, which is a link to PayPal to donate money. So if you feel pulled by my scopes, you love what I do, you can do that later on. But let me get to the crux of the matter. And thanks for being here. Feel free to share this on Facebook, Twitter, etc., etc. And hearts as well, I appreciate that as well. This one's a quick one because it's about the controversy, how you want to say that, because people have been stealing people's scopes, which is not actually the word they did, but what they're doing is they're putting their people are out there doing. I'm trying to what the word is. I'm trying to grab other people's scopes, use them for their own, which is not possible because your face is on your scope. What I was reading there was a guy named F. Joseph Towie, I think is his name spelled. The message reads, has been terminated because we received multiple third-party claims of copyright infringement regarding material the user posted. That's it. So what I want to say to that is that if somebody does in fact use your scope in their place, like on their site or their YouTube channel, you have avenues to complain. So the thing about it is, and it's funny, I don't know if Yusuf's going to join me. Yusuf may be done for the day. Yusuf Chowdhury, who's a friend of mine on Periscope, when we're in the same group together in Peri 10K, what's that? That's the name that's on my intro, on my bio. He did a scope yesterday, the day before about this, and I kind of agree with him with a slight caveat. He was like saying this, and this is after the last 2 days on Facebook. If you've been on Facebook in the last 2 days, you probably had 17 friends of yours posting a thing about, oh my God, Facebook's going to charge you to share stuff now or make it private. And the joke is, it's bullshit. So, sorry, I don't Spanish. That is Spanish. I could be wrong. And that's the thing. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any social media aspect, including Periscope. Yes, I know, and that's why I just read the complaint that somebody basically got dropped from. I'll read it again for a second. In fact, let me do this. One person in particular was doing that a lot with, like, I saw about 300 scopes he had put into YouTube things, linking to his site on his channel. This is what, if you read that, what it says, and I'll read it to you. It says, Joseph Towie has been terminated because we received multiple third-party claims of copyright infringement regarding material the user posted. That's it. His account got suspended, dropped, done. He's out of there. So if it's on YouTube, you can make paths to complain. What you can do, just so you know this, by the way, if you see your Periscope image showing up in somebody's YouTube channel without permission, click on the video so it shows up. And underneath the video, there's a button that says More. Inside More, you can say it's complain about it, or it's a complaint about copyright infringement. So Lightmove is doing it also. Is Lightmove an application or a user? Bottom line is, anyway, what I want to say is this. Let me back up a second. Philosophically speaking, not mechanically speaking right now, this stuff's going to happen. A user, okay, well, if they're on YouTube, you can make notes to complain about them, get them banned, especially when multiple people complain. That's the simple action. But here's the deal. Anything we do on social media is public domain. Period. If you don't want something publicized, don't put it on social media. Is that clear enough? I mean, I'm being blunt about it, but this is the thing. I've got friends of mine on Facebook, like, wish they had people hadn't shared their stuff. It's like, if you want something on Facebook to be private, don't put it on Facebook, because somebody's going to know about it. Anything someone else said that's put in the cloud, whether it's the iPhone cloud or Facebook or anything else on social media, it's public domain. If you put it out there, people are going to see it. It's like what stays in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas, period. So if you want to have privacy of your information, don't tell anybody, don't post it, don't share it, don't record it, don't do anything with it. If you put stuff out, like I might put my scopes out, and I've got a bunch of them out there that are on Catch now, they're visible to anybody. Anyone can watch them, and somebody can probably download it and use it themselves. If they do, that means that I'm getting visibility. Ultimately, yes, it'd be nice if they could let me know they're doing it, so I could say, can you give me a tagline or something? But the truth of the matter is, it's public domain. I'm talking to you right now, so you're seeing me. You're out in the world. You're public domain people. You know, you're not necessarily my private family. I'm talking to offline. So this is kind of what Periscope's about. It's a chance to reach people. It's like you speak in a public venue, like speaking on a street corner, and you start talking out there. Somebody shoots video of you doing it, they put it on their website. That's their choice to do so, really. You can fight with them if you want to, but did you have signs up around saying this is private, you can't shoot here? If you go into a venue where it says please no video recording allowed and you shoot stuff, that's a different story because they have boundaries and they have laws about that, where it's copyright infringement. But for us doing Periscope, we don't have that luxury or that privacy. So frankly, if you're one of the people broadcasting like I am, it's kind of like get used to it. Stuff's going to happen. I find my picture showing in odd places. People took pictures of me, like still shots something or things I was out in the world, and I'm wondering what happened. It took a while for me to get through that and digest the fact that it's going to happen, because it does. So just to let you recognize this fact, yes, the ones that are really doing it for malevolent purposes are going to pay the price. Karma's going to kick their butt. That's going to happen. I really believe that. But the truth, again, is if you do stuff on Periscope like you do on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or LinkedIn, even, any social media environments, well, thank you. I'm glad you like me. Love me. Who is that, by the way? So the real... Well, thank you, I think. Well, whatever. You do what you want with it. This is about the fact that Periscope is another social media avenue. Yes, it's a marketing tool, it's a speaking tool, it's a teaching tool, it's a social activism tool, whatever it is. And I've got a scope coming about what I think the future of Periscope is, so stay tuned to that. But it's still a means of social media, because it shows up in Twitter, it shows up on Catch, it shows up on Facebook. So it's an avenue to express yourself. If you express yourself, be aware people will see you. That's what it comes down to. It is what it is. But it's still in the social media sphere. Same as YouTube is, same as Facebook, same as all the other ones are. Different flavors, different expressions, different media formats. You know. What is the site you can use to keep the scopes going longer? That's Catch, with a K. KATCH.me is the site. And that's not relevant to this topic, so don't ask me that question. Catch.me, in my case, /barryselby is where all my archive scopes are stored. And periscope.tv /barryselby is where you find all my current scopes from today. And I've got 2 up right now. I do have a couple more to do. If I have time, I've got a lot more going on. You're welcome. So just here to help, because this is what I want to say is, if you want to find out more about Periscope, I do Peri tips every day. So, no I don't. I use a natural toothpaste. So, you know, dude, if you're looking at silly questions, I will kick your butt out of my scope. Because that's the other thing about Periscope. You have freedom to add people in and kick people out. That's what I like about this tool. And it serves its purpose. So Periscope has the 24-hour saving automatically if you choose that. And now they have the website versions. You have periscope.tv /barryselby for me. You have the same one. Will you now? Okay, it's good to know. You know, some people, yeah, you know, sometimes people just get really tiring, so you're out of there. That's another thing, by the way. When people harass you or troll in your scopes, you can always just tap on the comment, bring it up the user, and hit block user, and they're done. Just so you know. You can like a handful of scope tips here whilst I'm doing the Periscope. So again, Peri tips I do every day. I've got about 25 of them out there now. If you go to catch.me with a K /barryselby, you'll see them all down. I usually write note paper and hold up to the screen. I do those every day as well. Tips on using Periscope. Yeah, well, he got out of hand. And, you know, he was pushing the envelope, but I was letting him go there. But when you get to a certain point where it's abusive, violent, sexist, racist, or any other ist, that's not going to happen on my scope. So if you don't, if you have scopes like that, people join you, you can kick them out. So thank you. I've gotten that feedback a lot lately because I do a lot of now verbal scopes where they hear me and talk to me. I've looked into radio, but it's a very closed shop. So I'll do my own. I'm actually going to do my book, by the way, just a little plug for myself. This is self-promotion. I've written a book because my coaching is about relationships and love. I have a book out called 50 Ways to Love Your Lover, which is on Amazon, Kindle. So Amazon is a physical book and Kindle book. And I will be doing the audio version sometime soon because the ladies are asking for it. What can I say? Anyway, back to this scope. Thanks for the hearts. Then back to the shirt. It was kind of funny. That's the point I was going to make. The bottom line is, if somebody does take the scopes, don't panic. Stuff's going to happen. Yes, there are steps you can take to get them blocked and stop them using it. But if someone takes your scope, don't think that the world has ended. It's just an inconvenience. And it comes back to the fact that they're putting a scope on their site, people are going to recognize you and come find you. The fact it's your scope originally means they can't cheat on you because it's your scope. Yes, they can put their own link underneath it, but if that happens and you start looking over YouTube and you search for yourself and you find yourself, because there are going to be people, just by the way, if somebody starts doing that in mass quantities, I guarantee you it's going to come across your radar. You'll see somebody posting, by the way, this guy's now doing this to other people. You can click on his YouTube channel, search through for your video. If you find it, you can just flag it, and you can then become the process of getting the person banned, like the other person was banned, as I showed you. YouTube users who do not respect the boundaries of copyright and other people's rights get banned from YouTube. So that's protected for you. So if you're a Periscope user like I am, that's good news. And by the way, just as I said in the scope day before yesterday, the numbers are insane. Just so you something to think about, because I'm about to sign up. I've got to go do something in a minute. Two quick things. Periscope has been downloaded about 15, maybe 20 million times so far, worldwide. Of that, estimates are perhaps only 2/3 of that number, so say 10, 12 million people are actually using the app to watch stuff. And of that number, what they've said from Periscope is only, or thereabouts, 1% of all Periscope users are broadcasting. So if you're broadcasting like I am, there's only about 100 to 150,000 people doing this. We're a very small number of people being pioneers in a whole new arena, which I think is kind of exciting. So that's that one. Quick reminder that my Periscope stuff, it is a great tool and it's going to become massive. In fact, I'm doing a scope, it's going to be tomorrow now, I'm going to time to do it today, about what I feel the future of Periscope is. You want to tune in. So if you're not following me now, come and follow me on Periscope. You just swipe right on the iPhone or down on the Droid, I think it is. Pull up my profile and you tap there saying follow me. You'll get a notification when I do my scopes tomorrow. I'm doing a love scope either later on tonight or tomorrow. It's going to be about for women, because I did one for men yesterday, which was basically what it's like to be a man in this world, in this modern world. So I shared that one. I am all about love and relationships, but I'm also about helping you get better experience with Periscope. So in a nutshell, you can find all my archives. Hi, go see Daniel. All my archives for my Peri tips and my love scopes are on catch.me with a K /barryselby. My current day's stuff is on periscope.tv /barryselby. And as I mentioned before, there's actually two links in my profile, which I'll mention right now. One of them is I have a tip jar for folks who want to just donate $5, $10 or $1,000. I'm fine with all of that. It's a donation button through PayPal. For tips I give out on Periscope. I also have a link to my website if you want to find out more about my coaching. If you want help in the area of relationship, romance, and heart repair. That's my skill set. And I have a button there, which is a discovery session, which is called a consult. So that's it. I want to give you that information so you can go out and play in the world. If you're not using Periscope yet to broadcast, step out, risk, enjoy yourself. Periscope's an amazing avenue to reach new communities. I'm part of some powerful groups. Thank you, I will. In fact, I'm very much going to. I'm going off to my spiritual center in about 3 minutes. You're welcome. Follow me on Periscope. I'll share more tips with you as I go through. Thanks for the hearts. Watch the replays of my stuff. Got tons of stuff out there for you to help you out, to make your life better. That's what I do. That's it. Thanks again. I appreciate you being here. And thanks for being my audience, because it'd be boring talking to myself. So that's it. I'm signing off now. So if you just joined, you can go back and read. Is that Yusuf? I just talked about you. This is my sort of response to what you said yesterday, but different caveat. Because I'm in the same boat, same page as you about the Periscopes being public domain. So don't panic over it. But also at the same time, if you do see them showing places you don't want to be, you can complain to the person or to the ownership. Because there was a big user who dumped a bunch of Periscopes on his YouTube channel, and he got dropped. He got banned from Periscope. So that changed things. So that's going to change back again. So that was it. That's kind of the nutshell I was saying about for the last 10 minutes. If you want to watch the replay, please go back and look. I've got to sign off because I've got to go get going. I'm late for a meeting. That's it. If you're not following me, please do on Periscope. So we're doing a scope either later on tonight or tomorrow, at least 2 tomorrow and 1 tonight, about my Peri tip about the future of Periscope. And also, I am doing a particular scope dedicated to the ladies. This is going to be a love letter to women, to the feminine. So that's it. Thank you. I'm glad you like. And I'm signing off. Thanks for being here again. I will do a more powerful scope, more deep scope tomorrow. But it was just part of a 4-hour Periscope marathon, and I'm pretty thrashed, and so is my phone. I'll be back on again later. So again, watch out my stuff, follow me, check out my website, check out my donation tip jar button. I have that available for your use, and all my archives as well. I will speak to you maybe later on. We'll see. All right, I gotta go. I'll take care of yourselves and have a wonderful evening. Bye.